This is young Karl as a cameraman, and this is Chandler back in 2017. These are the first video appearances of the MrBeast crew. And at number 8, we have Chandler's first appearance, which was on a basketball court.
Here's the record, and here's where we're doing. That's right.
He was 19 at the time and worked as a janitor for MrBeast.
And then Chandler, this is a fun story. Chandler was actually our janitor. We brought him
Wait,
on.
what?
Yeah, we brought him
way.
on to just clean and stuff like that.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, seriously. And he was very shy, like super shy. He was so terrified to even talk to me. And then one video, he just like got in it at a little part, and
You're
people
like, wow, you're funny.
Yeah, people really liked him. And then,
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And so then he was
What
in
a
one
story,
video,
man.
and then he was in another video, and Chandler all of a sudden just starts popping in more and more videos, and people are like, "We like Chandler. We like Chandler."
It's true that Chandler has been with the crew for a long time, but Chris has been with him since the very beginning.
No, so Chris, I've known him my whole life. Fun fact, right? He was actually my first subscriber. No joke. Chris was. He was here since day one.
His first appearance is kind of wild. And in just a minute, we're going to show you the first appearances of the original MrBeast crew from years ago. But before we get into that, we have Nolan. He's the newest member on the crew, and all thanks to a phone call from MrBeast.
I did basically nothing for a couple months until one day a buddy of mine, you might know him, his name is MrBeast, he runs like a YouTube channel or something like that. He called me up and asked me if I wanted to come down to North Carolina and scratch off $1 million worth of lottery tickets. And I was like, all right, we'll come down and do that. Sounds like fun. And
he also owns Trend Cave, a channel around trending topics, but that channel isn't active anymore. Unlike Karl Jacobs, who is active on both MrBeast's channel and his own, the first time you could see Karl with MrBeast is as a cameraman in a Last of All challenge. He worked for MrBeast before he became a regular, but his first official video was $60,000 extreme hide and seek.
I really hope they didn't ruin all of my copies of Meet the Robinsons. What am I gonna do with the 60K? Well, I just broke a few of my crayons, so I'm really excited to get new ones. Very sad about that.
But he did win the heart of the audience, because they fell in love with him. And at number 4, it's Jake the Viking. MrBeast was testing some water repellents and needed some help.
I want to dunk this cinder block in this water, but it's really heavy.
You rang?
Yeah, that was my Viking call.
And after appearing in dozens of videos, he realized he didn't enjoy it anymore and wanted to do something else.
If you're a MrBeast fan, you probably have noticed I have not been in the videos as of late. In fact, the last video I was in was hide and seek. And then after that, I was no longer asked to be in any videos. I was still on payroll. It was a mutual leaving. I had already shown, I'd already told him multiple times, what I wanted to do was kind of be my own boss, do my own thing. I like streaming. I like being able to get in front of the camera and entertain people through playing video games or whatever it is. I wanted to be able to make my own videos.
Tyler Conklin was also another member who didn't enjoy it anymore. He first appeared in 2016, making him one of the original members. He's reportedly still part of the crew, he just works more behind the scenes nowadays. And oh yeah, Garrett was also part of the original crew. Garrett kinda looks like an adult version of that Coco Melon kid. He first came on after MrBeast called him up. Now he helps out MrBeast's brother on the Mr. Bro channel.
We have our 4 contestants. Guys, get into your quadrants. Remember, no leaving. Garrett looks like he's found his home.
MrBeast's brother was also part of the crew at some point. He probably had the best first appearance because, he got paid a lot of money for it.
You have $100,000 in credit cards right here. You have 24 hours to spend the $100,000.
Let's go, guys, let's go.
I wouldn't mind having a brother like that. Since we're on the topic of family, this is MrBeast giving his dad a brand new car. This was Papa Beast's first time on the channel.
All right, guys, as you can see, that is my stepdad. That is his current car, which is a piece of junk. Yeah, what do you think about it?
I like it.
Yep, well, kind of hinted at this earlier today, but here's the new car.
Oh, me? Well, thank you.
Yeah.
Aw, how wholesome. And did you also know that MrBeast's cameraman, Tariq, was actually a comedian before he first appeared in the videos?
I went to a comedy show and Tariq was doing comedy and like a bunch of other people were doing comedy there. And all the ones that made me laugh, I just was like writing down a notepad. And then after the comedy show, I just walked backstage and they were just like, and I just walked up to people and I was like, yo, you're funny, you want a job?
But at number 1, we have the craziest member that MrBeast has ever had. Marcus first appeared in a running challenge for $20,000. Fans loved him because he was funny as hell. But something went wrong.
Stupid! You gonna be sleeping with your when I'm done with you. So I'm gonna destroy you, bruh. I'm gonna destroy you because you used us. If you think about it, they tried to eliminate Jake, me. I could have did you so dirty, brother.
Because when he got fired by MrBeast a few months later, he lost his mind. That guy kind of needs some help, and his dancing skills aren't exactly helping him out either. MrBeast fired him for using drugs, and after that rant, it's clear that something was wrong with Marcus. That's not the full story though, because MrBeast has fired people in the past, and this video explains it all.